Hey, hey. Uh, Here we go again. Okay, this is kind of picking up the next day. So we're gonna, I guess we're kind of heading into episode 12, although we're still on our scene 11. So, I've been kind of rolling this around in my head. If we kind of go over here now, um, our graveyard is now four separate PCs. We've lost four player characters in 11 sessions. Um, I'm still having fun, but I really, really, really need to find. I think what I need to do is remember kind of like just how brutal. Well, I mean, I'm remembering now how brutal old school D&D was. It was very unforgiving. I'm just kind of making sure that my volume's capturing here. Yeah. It was very unforgiving, and like I said, I think I said in a previous video, like when I played this, and even AD&D Second Edition, which was a little, maybe actually I don't even think it was more forgiving at all. I think it just had more options. But first level characters were extremely squishy. It didn't really matter what you were. You get hit once, twice maybe, like you're just dead. Um, Fighters, if they had enough hit points, had a chance to take a couple of hits. A cleric, possibly. Anything else, like dwarves and elves, maybe. But any clerics, thieves, magic users, no way. Like they were just dead meat if they got if they got hit. Even just once is enough, unless you roll really low for damage. So I think what I'm going to do, because what I've been doing is as I recruit party members, is I roll up the character and go from there. I'm going to stop doing that. I am actually going to create this. I haven't started on any yet, you'll see. But I'm going to just sit down off camera and just create a bunch of player characters. Roll up a bunch of player characters to be used in the future should we kind of hit this issue again, which I'm sure we will. Every time I'm like, ooh, I kind of like that character. They're dead in a couple more sessions. Like I said, I really kind of like the characters we got right now. I was really I was really kind of hoping that we would follow the adventures of Eggle, the thief from the northern reaches. But apparently all his purpose was just to introduce the concept of the campaign and the party. And the party now is ever changing. So, last session here, we just finished looting here. I kind of figured out how much XP was granted per character. Now, I granted that all around because it was the 4. I suppose I should have probably maybe changed that a little bit because Kennocha died in the first combat, so she wasn't involved in the second one. I'm just going to kind of here. But I didn't. In the end, it's not really a lot of XP anyway. These guys have barely scratched the surface in terms of XP. I think we actually need to find some slightly easier foes to deal with. Like maybe normal-sized rats or something. They're just getting their asses kicked. And I think part of it also is we need to think a little more tactically. Or I need to think a little more tactically, which means the party in general needs to think a little more tactically because they're really not. They're kind of going in. They don't really have much of a plan. I have a bit of a plan just with Leocadia because she's an archer, so she's got her bow. So that's kind of worked out a little bit there, but still, it's it's still kind of brutal. We need to kind of. The characters need to survive, because if they get to second level, they're in much better shape. If they get to third level, they're in really good shape. But that getting at a first level was a tough thing back in the old days. So, I guess Berham was kind of the de facto leader in a sense. Now Leocadia is probably going to end up that way, and she has very different kind of motivations. Rowan is way too young and inexperienced. He is not. Sorry, I keep looking at this thing and it's just kind of annoying me a little bit. So Rowan's just doesn't have the same kind of experience that that the other adventurers have. So what I'm thinking is like Leocadia is probably going to take over. So since she's also a thief, Leocadia is definitely. We've already checked the bodies. This is not their lair. This is where they've kind of camped out for the evening, or for the day until they're ready to raid the town. So we're gonna kind of okay. So we're gonna kind of take Leocadia, and she kind of gets Rowan. She's like, we need to get out of here. We've at least finished this, but we need to get out of here in case there's more. And let's just do a quick check here. Oh, we check. And she actually goes over and she bends down next to Berham. And Leocadia is the type. She's gonna search his pockets, and Rowan's standing there just aghast, like, none too impressed. Like, what are you doing? So, basically, she loots the dead PCs, and she's like, do you want to share this or not? What? No, I don't want to share. You can't do that. They're our friends. We barely know you, so I barely know you. So he kind of, he's not really all that thrilled, but she looks and she finds 4 gold pieces on poor Berham. So I'm going to kind of do this. So Leocadia is going to loot Rowan isn't thrilled with the idea, and so doesn't help or take any of the their coin or gear. And she's probably not taking much here anyway. She's not gonna haul this crap out of here. She's really looking for valuable items, which there's not much of. He had a little bit of gold. That was Berham, yeah. And Kennocha, she had a lot more gold, so that actually worked out to her favor. She kind of, she goes to, Kennocha did have torches. I screwed up somehow. I don't know how I missed that. Somehow I did. Okay, whatever. She searches both the bodies. Berham, she takes a few coins off. Then when she comes down to Kennocha's body, Rowan kind of standing there going, we really shouldn't be doing this. Quiet. Like, ooh, ka-ching. And there's 70 gold pieces in Kennocha's possession. Her belt pouch is quite stuffed, stuffed fairly well. Yeah, she's like, you sure you don't want some of this? What? You shouldn't be doing that. It's like, look, boy, if you want to survive in this world, you're going to have to figure out, where you stand. And me, I'm standing on the side of, yeah, it's unfortunate our companions are dead, but they don't need this stuff anymore. You need something? Take it. There's not really, so there's not really much that's worth taking here for them. Although I think she is going to take those torches. I don't think there's a way to kind of modify this and trash it. She is going to take those torches, absolutely. In fact, she's going to give some to she's going to make Rowan take half of those. She's like, apparently she was holding out. Here, you need to take some of these. Oops, where did I just put those into her possession? Into the backpack. Backpack's still good. Okay, except I need whatever torches are in terms of their encumbrance. Are they 10? 20 apiece, I think. 20 each. That means her encumbrance for the backpack. Oops, encumbrance for the backpack isn't bad. Oops, sorry, that should be useless. Sorry, there we go, that's better. 60. Now that makes a little more sense. She's still got lots of room. Rowan's going to take 3 of those torches himself, because she makes him. That she's not taking no for an answer. She's like, you put these in your backpack right now. We're not having this discussion. So he does. He sticks them in there next to his spell book. She's like, all right. They're dead. We're going back to get paid. Because Leocadia looted off of her own party, I don't think this counts as experience for gold pieces. So instead, we're going to kind of just start shifting our way out of here. We're going to... Actually, I'm just going to delete both of those because they're leaving. They leave. We'll return to the map. And from the cave, they are going to travel. From the cave, they kind of come out. It's well into the afternoon, if not kind of pushing towards dinner time type of thing. And they come out, and she kind of glances left and right, making sure there's no more of those fish people there, and kind of cuts to the right and back up the way they came through the up over the rise. And making their way to the road. I am going to... actually, we already checked for random encounters today. I don't think we need to do so again. So instead, they make their way back to Port Sirik. Okay. Okay. Once back in Port Sirik, they go looking for the Reeve. So once again, Germanus is the Reeve, and he's the one who promised them the gold. So she tracks him down at his, basically the local town center place of business, the kind of where the Reeve's office. Actually, why don't we bring up our map of Port Sirik? This is kind of the central area, so I'm thinking his office has got to be somewhere around here. I'm thinking that's what we're going to do. We're going to go... We're going to put it here. Better make that a little bit bigger. Yeah, there we go. Actually, are all these... Yeah. Okay, so we'll do this. And then we'll move that to the map layer. And there we go. We've got his office. She goes to the office. It's a it's a building that with banners of the local lord out front, and she enters the building. There are a couple of other workers, and there are a couple of town guards there on duty. They eye both of them as they enter, but they don't stop her. The chances are the town guard probably knows. There's a good chance they know about all of this. At the very least, they may have come into contact with these adventurers before here in town. And she walks in, and she's like, "I'm looking for the Reeve." And somebody points her in the right direction, and she goes to an office kind of towards the back of the building, where she finds an open door and peers in, and there's the Reeve, and she just kind of raps on the side of the door with her knuckle, and Germanus with his dead eyes, and sitting there, and he looks up. "Ah, you've returned." "Yeah, we're back. Some of us, anyway." "Oh? Should we be expecting an attack tonight? Things did not go well." "Things went not well for some of our companions. The two of us made it, and there will not be an attack tonight. They're dead. All of them. And there were a few. But Kennocha and Berham didn't make it. Their bodies are still in the cave just outside of town, just south of town there along the coast. He said, I'm sorry to hear that, but I do thank you for your time and your efforts. It's like, yeah, I don't care about your thanks. We're here to get paid. Indeed, indeed. 50 gold apiece. My companions also, my late companions also deserve to get paid. Yes, of course, of course. I'll give you their share and you can deliver it to their families. Okay. He collects 50 gold apiece, so that's 200 gold, which he's going to give. Now, because of this is an award, I think this, an award for the adventure, I think this will count as experience. So she collects the 200 gold piece for the 4 shares of the payment. She's like, and I think you mentioned there might be a bonus should they not attack. He's like, well, we'll see whether they actually attack tonight or not. If you actually killed them all, you come see me tomorrow. If I find out you're lying to me, though, I will not be happy. No lies. We killed every single one of them. They used that cave south of town to, well, I suppose stage their attacks from there. Aye, understood. Okay. So with 200 XP shared between Leocadia. So basically, sorry, I'm just going to go 100 XP each for Leocadia and Rowan. So I think that counts. That's what I'm going with. They need to kind of earn some XP as it is. Now, she's got her 10%. So with her... so Leocadia is actually going to earn... 110 XP with bonus. And I think Rowan's is less. I think he gets, so 110, that's going to bring her to 118 experience points. Now, Thieves level quickest of all, thankfully, but she's still got a while. Rowan, on the other hand, I think he's got a 5% bonus. Because I don't think his, yeah. So, in Rowan's case, it's going to be 105 XP with his bonus. What we got here? 113 XP. Now, because he's a magic user, that's tough for him. He needs double the amount that Leocadia has. And this is also why mixed level parties were definitely a thing back in the day. You didn't really have much of a choice. Everybody leveled at different rates. Like they'd earn XP together, but they wouldn't level up together. That's different today where it's all the same, right? But the old days, no. So they collect their winnings now. Interestingly, there's nothing left of the original 2 kind of that dealt with the giant rats in the Lone Rose Inn's basement. So they're probably going to get stuck now paying for their own lodgings. They return to the Lone Rose Inn. Anna is sad to learn of Berham's passing, and she tells them she can't afford to offer freebie rooms to them anymore. They're going to need to pay for their rooms, and that's where we're going to end that scene. So, scene 12 we'll get ready for here. However, in that case, the chaos factor is definitely going up one because things did not go well. Things were definitely outside of their control. So now we've got some changes here. So we bring up our adventure list here. Roland, because return Martha's belongings. This was a Berham thing. Nope. That's out of there. Berham is no longer going to be avenging Egil's death. These threads are just going to get abandoned. Kennocha is not going to become a local lord, I'm afraid. So that's kind of, yeah, we're going to lose a few threads right then and there. We come back here. We have the rest of these. Nothing on the characters list changes, although the relationship with Anna definitely kind of changes a bit. She no doubt likes them, but they are going to need to, they're going to need to pull their weights from now on. So I need actually, I need to know how much it was, and I think in Port Sirik, I think we had their lodgings figured out at 2 silver pieces a night. In the hopes of, well, actually, they're not in bad shape. Well, Leocadia's not in bad shape. Rowan's okay. Actually, I do need to add their 100 gold. They're now actually, because Leocadia just shares it. She's like, take this, don't argue. And yeah, so he doesn't. He's like, just take this and don't argue. We need the money. We need the coin. He's like, okay, I understand. He takes it. He's not happy, and he knows, like, his new companions who recruited him out of Ernesto's place are still there. Or their bodies are still lying in a cold, damp cave at this point. It's unfortunate, but there's not much that can be done about that at the moment. And he's not going back there, especially not at night. All right. What is our next scene? Our next scene is probably I'll be honest, I'm not sure what our next scene's going to be. I'm thinking from here we're back to doing things around town again. I'll test the scene regardless. Oh shit, that's going to change things. Okay, it's a 2, so our expected scene of kind of being around town doing stuff is going to be interrupt. So no, around town is not going to be our next scene. We're going to deal with an interrupt scene. Our interrupt scene. Let's see here. Generating an interrupt scene. We can generate a random event, which actually is what it tells me I'm supposed to do with this. Okay, right. So let's generate a random event. Random event. So we know this is an interrupt scene. Random event. Focus. We'll roll our D100. That's a 46. NPC positive. NPC positive. I was just thinking there's probably another NPC I should add to the adventure list, and that's the kuo-toa tribe. Somewhere south of Port Sirik. I think we kind of need that in there. So add that. So NPC positive. We'll roll a D10 for that. Which is the tribe. Okay. NPC positive. The Kuo-toa tribe. That's not good. Okay. So we're going to, the next scene is actually going to be meeting. So our meeting tables here, we'll roll a D100. 47. Guide. 64. Opposition. Guide opposition. Okay. I think I know what we're doing. So we shift focus for this scene to the kuo-toa lair, wherever that might be. You know, another cave. The kuo-toa. Yeah, here we go. I think this is it. The kuo-toa leader, you know, is in front of a giant rough-hewn statue of what looks like a large kuo-toa. Yeah. Large. This is their god. Their god, Gloopolub. Gloopolub. Right there we got another god to add to our, see here, gods. Gloopolub. Gloopolub? Gloopolub. God of the kuo-toa. He's praying. He's praying to his god with his minions around him. Around him, like while kneeling in prayer. And his god is, you know, he's you know, all in weird, like, bloopy blubbly kind of kuo-toa speech. Oh, great Gloopolub, give us the means to destroy our enemies. We wish to bring harm upon them and bring glory to the good old Gloopolub. The god responds by providing him with by showing him exactly where to find the opposition. So Gloopolub responds with a vision of the thief of two humans in Port Cyric. The vision showing them sleeping in the Lone Rose Inn, and shows a future where the kuo-toa are burning the town. The leader takes this as the god. Basically, yeah, as the god's will. So they will be moving their plans forward, and sorry, to destroy Port Sirik. I'm thinking, yeah, the kuo-toa are no longer going to be just raiding. They're actually, they're going to be their goal now is to destroy the town. And that's going to bring us around to the end of that scene. Our chaos factor is going to go up because we had no control over that scene whatsoever. In fact, it didn't. That's kind of some bad mojo right there. So our chaos factor is going to go up. Do we have anything else? The threads list. We're going to add trying to destroy / burn Port Sirik. There we go. We have a new thread. Even though the party doesn't yet know it, things are potentially going to go very poorly. And we're going to come back around, and this time we're going to sorry, we'll just call it About Town, and we'll kind of come back to the we'll come back to the scene that we were planning here. The next day, the kuo-toa have not attacked, so Leocadia, with not bothering to take Rowan with her, he's far too new at this, and she's a little more wise in the ways of dealing with business. So she goes to visit the Reeve again. There was no attack. She asks about the bonus. The Reeve sees her, but is there? What kind of a bonus are we talking about? Since there was no battle, are we talking an additional 50%? How would I call that a 50-50? I'm thinking the most likely here is like she's kind of pushing for a lot more money, a lot more coin, but he's probably more likely to maybe be like, this really saved our break-in, maybe 50% more. So maybe an additional 25 gold pieces each. So if it says no, I'm going to think that he cheaps out and he offers them like another 10, and that's what he's going to give them as a bonus. So we're just going to call that a 50-50. We're on chaos factor of 4 though, so it's a 35% chance. Oh, we just made it. Okay. Germanus offers them a bonus of 25 GP each. Is he gonna pay that for the dead ones though? They didn't make it back, so I'm thinking no, he's not. Is he gonna? I'm thinking that is very unlikely. Is he gonna pay for Kennocha and Berham? Very unlikely. 62. No, he's not. He he's not stupid. He kind of knows what's going on there. So that means an additional 25 XP each due to that. So we're also going to come back here. Leocadia is going to add an additional 25 gold. So it's, what do we got here? 12 to get there. Another 26. Is that right? No, that's not right. 16. And Rowan with an additional 25. There's a 161. Yeah, 161. So they both are some. So we'll kind of go back here. We'll just deal with the XP quickly. Due to Leocadia's 10%. So Leocadia is going to get an additional 2.5, which so that basically is going to mean another 27 XP in total, whereas Rowan only has the 5%, so he'd end up with an additional 26 XP. So where are we here? Oh, my brain is not mathing at the moment. Yeah, that's what I thought. 143. That's what Leocadia is up to for Rowan. Oh, sorry, I missed two points because that was just the 120. That was just the 25, but she's getting 27. What did I just do? That screwed everything up, didn't it? What's Rowan at? $113. I may have to just kind of recalculate her XP. Because that would be one. We'll figure that out here in a second. With him, he's getting an additional 26. So 139. Leocadia, quick check of her XP here. What do we get? 27 plus 110 plus 8. So she should be at 145. There were no other fights before that. So 145. There we go. Good. Cool. About town, they continue on and doing their thing. And that's actually, I think I'm going to call this one short right there. This one doesn't need to be long. Next time, though, we'll come back. And we'll come back for episode 13. Our chaos factor. I don't think the chaos factor needs to move. Nothing really happened. That wasn't really much of a scene there, was it? And I know this is going to be scene 14. We'll figure out exactly kind of what we're doing next time. Okay. I actually do have an idea kind of once we finish dealing with this kuo-toa thing. And I'm thinking what I'm going to do is kind of push this like a few months later and shift them somewhere into the interior. And I'm thinking I'm just going to do one of the old modules. Probably keep on the Borderlands, and I'm going to set it somewhere on this continent and kind of go from there. And I'll add a couple of more player characters to the party, and I'm going to create a whole bunch of player characters in the meantime. Cool then. So that's it for now. Did we clean up any threads? Actually, we did. That one should come off because we did do that. We did defeat the raiding party. We found them and killed them. The rest of this is here. We may kind of hit a point where finding the kuo-toa lair is not going to be all that is not going to be as important. But there we go. Okay, that's going to be it for now. Take it easy.